EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's up, Madden NFL 12 fans? EA Sports Game Changer and official Player's Guide author Z Farles here from PrimaMadden.com, and we have a special Thanksgiving edition, a hefty portion. You're going back for seconds on this tip. We're going to be talking about the Lions and the Packers, a great matchup, the undefeated Packers. How can the Lions score on them in the red zone, and what are the Packers going to be looking to do to shut them down? Now, here we are in the Lions playbook. We see the goal line fade, but they have multiple ways to get the ball to the outside. They have shotgun trips, open, Lions ISO fade. This does a great job of putting our receiver one-on-one. We also have the ability in I-form pro and I-form tight pair to call the play Lions fade. Now, everybody here knows where the ball is going. It's going to the outside to the 6'5" Calvin Johnson. A matchup nightmare for defenses. He's clutch, he hangs on to the ball, he has 99 jump, 99 spec catch, 95 speed, the ability to beat the press, and he's 6'5". There's a reason they call him Megatron, folks. He's a guy who's caught 12 touchdown passes in 2 of his seasons. He averages big plays, and he's consistently bringing the ball down in traffic. Now here's what's going to happen if the Packers neglect to cover Johnson in the red zone. He's simply going to elevate over the defender, hang on to the ball very consistently, and bring it down for scores. The Lions will have to capitalize in the red zone to hang with the Packers offense, so this is a big area of concern for Green Bay. Now, let's take a look at the steps they can take to shut this down. Step 1, fix your matchup problem. Here we have 5'11" Tramon Williams simply can't match up to the 6'5" Calvin Johnson. We're going to look through our defenders, try and find a big guy, and it's going to be Charles Woodson, the veteran. He plays the ball in the air. He's 6'1", great jumping. He's very consistent, a high motor guy who's going to go up and fight for that ball and not give Calvin Johnson anything easy. Charles Woodson also has 91 jump and, of course, 96 press rating. It's not going to be easy for Calvin, and we're not expecting Woodson to do it alone. We're going to bring in Morgan Burnett, who's 6'1", to help over the top. Burnett also has tremendous hit power and is going to make sure that every time Calvin Johnson comes down, he's going to take a hit, hopefully be able to jar that ball loose. So, let's take a look at how we can make sure Calvin Johnson gets covered every time by Charles Woodson. We're going to go into coaching options, head on down to defensive assignments, and make sure we set up the 6'5" Calvin Johnson to be defended by Charles Woodson. Simply press A, cycle to Charles Woodson, click A, and this will match him up every time man-to-man coverage is called. All right, let's get ready for step 2, proper packaging. Here we're going to use the right stick to make sure we get into the package safety swap. This is going to put Morgan Burnett over on Calvin Johnson's side, and of course Charles Woodson will go over there since he is set to cover him in man-to-man defense. Now, as the Lions come out, they look to isolate Calvin Johnson single side on a fade route. What we're going to have is Charles Woodson covering him man-to-man, and of course Morgan Burnett over the top, just as we like. So, step 3 now is no free release. We're going to have Charles Woodson press this receiver with 96 rating. He's going to hopefully get a nice jam on him and not let him get started on his route. The longer we can hold him at the line of scrimmage, the more the quarterback will have to hold the football and potentially give up a sack. The fade route takes great timing and is usually thrown to a spot by the quarterback, so anything we can do to hold up this route is tremendous and will really help put a squash on it. If the receiver is able to beat the press and get to the spot of the ball, we want to add some traffic over there so he's not thinking about the catch. He's thinking about the hit he's about to take. Here, Calvin Johnson is able to get his hands on the ball, but Charles Woodson comes up from underneath him and is able to clean him out before he can hang on and make the catch for the touchdown. Now, another way to defend this is to swat it away. Here, Morgan Burnett takes step 5. He turns his head. He knows that the fade route is coming. He doesn't worry about Calvin Johnson. He worries about where the ball is going and gets to the spot. He uses L trigger to strafe, holds down L1 on PS3 or LB on Xbox, jumps up and gets a piece of the ball, knocking it loose from Calvin Johnson. He's not worried about the receiver, he's worried about the spot where the ball's going, gets there, and makes a great play. Green Bay will focus on Johnson not only in the red zone, but all over the field on Thanksgiving. The Lions know they need to score touchdowns and convert in the red zone to keep pace with Aaron Rodgers and the elite Green Bay Packers offense. Now, here it is to only a 6-foot tall wide receiver on the outside. As you can see, Charles Woodson can simply go up and get to a higher spot on the field and knock that ball down. We also have the ability to swat this ball away much easier than when we're going against a bigger target. This move is reserved for only elite wide receivers. Certain tight ends don't have the jumping ability to go up and get the ball, and many receivers don't have the height or the ability to catch in traffic and hang on to the football while taking a hit in the end zone. So those are the steps you have to take when defending the fade throw in the end zone. You guys see it every Sunday. It's true to the game. It's Madden NFL 12. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the lab. Z Farles from PrimaMadden.com signing out.